Oh, hey. Hi, YouTube. Um, I got a request to make a video yesterday from somebody called Cheeky Mail. He asked me to make a video on tongue piercings and just sort of general information about that. So here goes, okay? Um, to start off with, he asked me sort of like stuff like do you feel it? How much does it sort of interfere with day-to-day life, that kind of thing. I've had mine done for years now, and I don't find that mine interferes at all with my day-to-day sort of life. It doesn't affect me when I eat, when I kiss my partner. It doesn't affect anything that I do, really. It doesn't affect me brushing my teeth. Nothing. It's just sort of, it's just sort of there. However, when I first had it pierced, you get it pierced with a much longer bar. You get it pierced with one of these. This is a 1.6 gauge, which is standard, with 6mm balls, and it's 22mm long. Okay. Now, when you first have it pierced with this, it can be really uncomfortable. They recommend that you keep it in for about a week to allow for swelling, and that's why they pierce it with a bigger bar. After about a week, you should be safe to change it to a smaller bar. Usually, if you go back to your piercer, they'll change it for you just the first time, something like that. So this is what you usually get it pierced with, just to allow for swelling. And when you're done, this is what you have in afterwards, which is a 1.6 gauge by 16, which is the standard sort of tongue bar size. You can wear them bigger, you can wear them smaller, but for the vast majority of places, if you go and ask for a tongue bar, it's a 16 that they'll give you. But if you look at the size difference between them, is it any wonder this interferes with, talking and eating and everything else as well? Anyway, once you have one of these in, it's a strange sensation at first, but it's because you're just not used to something being there. But with the metal balls, it's cold until it sort of heats up to your body temperature, and then you don't really notice. It makes, I don't know if you can see it online, but there's like a groove where the ball actually sort of sits in, and it's quite comfortable. It doesn't, you don't feel it unless you sort of like deliberately sort of rub it on the top of your mouth or on your teeth or something. Other than that, you just don't feel it. I mean, you can wear them with smaller balls. There's hang on a second and I'll find one for you. These are 6mm balls. These are 5mm balls. That's usually what you'll get on a tongue piercing. I prefer the 6mm ones because I like sort of, I like being able to feel it and taste it. But they're 5mm balls, and then you can get ones with plastic balls. I find these a bit gritty. I don't like the taste of them personally, but I know a lot of people that get on with them a lot. Anyway, the groove. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe, I don't know. But where it actually sort of sits in my mouth, there's like a crater or a dint or whatever that the ball actually sits in. And it just makes it a bit more comfy, and you get one underneath as well. I don't find that it affects me with anything that I do, eating or kissing anybody or anything like that. And I've sort of kissed people with a tongue piercing as well, and you'd think that, oh, don't they click together and stuff, and obviously it depends on the way you kiss and the way the other person kisses, but I've never found that they click together. But I suppose it's just practice, getting used to it and everything. I mean, it gets to the point where your tongue piercing just ends up sort of like part of you. You don't notice it's there until you take it out. You don't feel the weight of it until it's not there. And it doesn't affect the way you talk. You don't feel it. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, it'll be different from person to person, but I've never found that it causes any problems or anything. Anyway, I think that is it. So if you have any more questions, feel free, post them, comment, or inbox me or whatever. Happy to make any videos and about piercings and whatever else, that's fine. I really hope this helps. So yeah, bye YouTube.